Filling in the gap between episodes 4, A New Hope, and 5, The Empire Strikes Back, we are here discussing Marvel Comics Star Wars issue number 2. In our last issue, on the final pages, as Luke approaches Darth Vader, he hears Obi-Wan's voice. "Luke, listen to me carefully. Run." Luke did not obey. We saw in A New Hope multiple times that Luke had a tendency to rush into action without thinking through to the result. Vader easily deflects Luke's attacks and uses the Force to pull the lightsaber right out of Luke's hand. With 2 lightsabers, Vader prepares to execute Luke the way he executed Count Dooku in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. It is then he notices how familiar the lightsaber is. It is interesting to note that Vader still does not know who Luke is, only that Obi-Wan has taken a liking to him and has given him his former lightsaber. That split second stalled long enough for Han with the stolen walker to come busting through the roof. And in homage to Return of the Jedi's Battle on Endor, Han boasts how Chewbacca would love to drive the Imperial walker. In the chaos, Luke escapes and tries to lead the rescued slaves out of the facility when Vader declares to his battalion of stormtroopers, "Kill them all, or you will answer to me." Luke sees all the death around him and tries to call on Obi-Wan for help, but realizes that he may be alone in this situation. Meanwhile, Leia, Han, and R2-D2 are in the cockpit of the Imperial Walker, trying to encourage C-3PO to get the Millennium Falcon off the ground. However, C-3PO instead surrenders to the scavengers who are trying to tear the ship apart, only to get himself shot. This might make you feel even sorrier for him in Empire Strikes Back, since getting shot seems to be a habit of his. Back at the weapons depot, Luke is cornered by blaster fire. In this moment, we see him alone without his friends, realizing that he is not as powerful as he had hoped. He is beginning to realize that he is trying to be something that he isn't yet. In a moment of clarity, he spies nearby speeder bikes, realizing that he should rely on his current skill set and not that which he had not yet learned. Using the bike to blast through the Imperial forces, Luke manages to make his way back towards Vader. Meanwhile, Leia and Han attempt to squash Vader with the weight of the walker, but Vader's control of the Force keeps him out of harm's way by holding back the walker's advance. R2-D2 and a pair of rescued Jawas are able to get the walker's guns working, and Leia puts the full force of the blasters on Vader. Vader, caught off guard, loses hold of Luke's saber and is buried under the rubble. After making their way out of the weapons facility, Han checks in with C-3PO, to which he responds, "Sir, if you'll not be needing me, I believe I'll close down for a while." Though Han can't see it, we are made aware that C-3PO has found himself in pieces. On his way to rendezvous with Han and Leia, Luke picks up his lightsaber which Vader dropped in the skirmish with the walker. Vader, rising out of the rubble from the battle, refuses the request of the facility's commander to evacuate. "Permission denied, Overseer. If this factory explodes, you had best explode with it." Vader commands all remaining Imperials that the rebel invaders must die. Except for the boy. Leave him to me. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to keep up with all the insight and analysis found here at Star Wars: The Canon Explained. You can also follow us on Twitter or visit us on Facebook. Till next time, may the Force be with you.